What's up, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. Hey, this is important. This is important. You may have seen fake rocks, imitation rocks. Well, I picked one up after, I don't know, after long thinking about it. I finally decided to pick one up, and there were some considerations. First of all, you may have like a well pump. It's kind of like a pipe sticking out of the ground. Maybe you have a septic system and a lifter station that has, you know, one of the vents up at the top, or maybe you have lights or electrical boxes or things like that out in your yard. These imitation rocks are kind of meant to cover that up. They're also can be used for security. As you can see here, it's really voluminous inside. And I thought, you know, I've got actually the sump pump ejects out through another pump outside the house, and I thought, why not just cover it up, because you can hear the water splashing and stuff like that when it does it. So that's why I really got this thing, but you can use it for a lot of stuff. Now, I wanted something that was a little more tan, sand colored, and as you can see, this one skews a little bit like that. There's a lot of like speckling in here from black, white, gray, brown, tan, but it obviously skews to the eye tan. Now, you can see here that it is like impregnated into the plastic. And you can also see that, that you can see some of the seams here where somehow the mold must meet, I think here more so on the back. If you look at it like this, we've definitely got more of a flat side here, and that's the back, and then as you can see here, it slopes up. Now, these imitation or fake rocks are come in all different shapes and sizes and different colors, and you want to figure out what you need to cover your pipe or electrical box or whatever. I really actually am impressed with kind of the shape and the texture. It does not scream to me imitation, which is kind of one of the most important things. You know, if you go to Disney World or something like that, I think they do a pretty nice job with their fiberglass, but this is molded plastic and it's home use. And even here where you've got some big indentations, and right here too, where it's almost like there's been a piece that's kind of, you know, knocked and broken off of it. It's got a little bit of a sedimentary kind of look to it. So I really think, and actually I'm really impressed with it. And it's nice and durable. It's not super rigid. It's got some flex to it, but I think it'll hold its shape and even over time because of the way, as you can see inside here, all those little color flecks are actually molded in as opposed to painted on or applied afterwards. I think even over time with the sun and weather and things like that, it won't kind of lose the coloration and the texture of it. So pretty impressed with it. Now, I also think that because it's thin enough, you could take like Sawzall and cut it off. So if you wanted this butted up right against a home or a wall or something like that, you could kind of make some modifications. I've got it here on a flat table, and I can tell you that the bottom edge, while pretty flat across the board, does allow it to rock a little bit. Now, in most cases, it's going to go into dirt or ground, and so you don't have to worry about that. But pretty impressed. I will say this thing is about 20 inches tall. It's about 14 inches wide, and I think 16 inches deep at its maximum. Now, it's a little hard to know if those are going to cover your application, so I would go a little bit bigger than smaller, especially because, you know, it tapers up towards the top here. So even though this top piece might be like 20 inches tall, it's, you know, if your pipe is 20 inches tall, obviously this is going to kind of not cover it all. So you just want to take some best guesses. But I found a lot of these. Now, the big reason that I didn't pick this up sooner is the price on them. They're kind of ridiculously priced. This thing was like 60 bucks. Now, I'm not saying that's gonna break you, but for a fake rock and really for aesthetic purposes, maybe some security purposes, I just think, man, that's a lot of money for this. So I'm a little surprised that there aren't cheaper ones out there. If you know where to find them, let me know. I picked this one up on Amazon, and I will put a link to it in the description. Peter Von Panda, out.